Hello everyone, welcome to day 6 of our 30-day English learning challenge. I'm so proud of you for staying committed. Every day, you're not just learning English, you're growing as a person. Today, I have a very special story. It's emotional, it's real, and it's about how a simple act of kindness can teach us more than any textbook. And of course, we'll learn many useful words, idioms, phrases, and daily use sentences through this story. So, let's begin today's lesson through the story. The Boy Who Repaired Shoes. There was once a boy named Ramu. He lived in a small village in India. Ramu was a young boy, just 13 years old, but he didn't go to school like other children his age. Instead, he worked every day. His father had died when Ramu was very young, so Ramu did not remember him much. His mother worked very hard. She stitched clothes for their neighbours. This means she sewed clothes with a needle and thread. She did this to earn a little money, just enough for them to live. Life was not easy for Ramu and his mother. They had just enough money to buy food and eat. They had nothing extra. This means they had no money for fun things, no toys for Ramu to play with, no school books for him to learn from. They did not even have proper slippers that fit his feet. Ramu often walked barefoot, meaning without shoes. Every morning, Ramu would wake up very early. He woke up before the sun came up. He would light a small fire outside their hut. A hut is a very simple house. He used the fire to boil water for his mother's tea. After that, he would walk to the village market. The market was a place where people bought and sold things. Ramu walked there every day without shoes to work. He worked as a shoe repair boy. His job was to fix broken shoes. He would make old shoes new again. He also polished them, making them shiny. Sometimes he would replace the soles. The sole is the bottom part of a shoe that touches the ground. Ramu did not have a shop like other people in the market. He just had a wooden box. This box held his few tools. Tools are things like hammers or knives that help you fix things. He also had an old cloth. He used this cloth to sit on the ground. Most people in the market did not really notice Ramu. He was a very quiet boy. He was thin, and he was always focused on his work. This means he paid all his attention to the shoes he was fixing. But even though people did not notice him, Ramu noticed everything around him. He watched how people walked. He noticed if someone looked tired. He noticed if someone looked sad. He often smiled at children, even when he himself felt very tired and had no energy to smile. One day, Ramu was sitting by the roadside, doing his work. An old man came up to him. The man was wearing a worn-out kurta. A kurta is a long shirt worn in India. Worn out means it was very old and used a lot. The man had a kind face. He looked friendly. "Can you fix these?" the man asked Ramu. He showed Ramu a pair of shoes. The shoes had torn soles. This means the bottom parts were ripped and broken. Ramu took the shoes from the man. He looked at them carefully. Then he nodded his head. "Yes, sir," he said politely. "It will take 1 hour." The old man smiled. "Okay, I'll come back," he said. While Ramu was working on those shoes, he noticed something surprising. Inside one of the shoes, under the insole, there was a folded piece of paper. The insole is the soft part inside the shoe where your foot rests. Ramu saw the paper, but he did not open it. He thought, "It's not mine." So he respected that, but he was very curious. He wanted to know what was inside the paper. Ramu finished repairing the shoes. He polished them carefully until they shined. Then he placed them neatly on his cloth. He made them look very nice. Exactly 1 hour later, the old man returned, just as he had promised. "Your shoes are ready," Ramu said. He handed the newly fixed shoes to the man. The man looked very impressed. "You've done a wonderful job," he said. "Thank you." He meant Ramu did excellent work. He then handed Ramu 30 rupees. This was more money than Ramu usually charged for his work. "Sir," Ramu said honestly, "I usually charge only 20 rupees." He wanted to be fair. The man smiled kindly. "The extra is for your honesty," he said. He meant that he gave Ramu extra money because Ramu was a good, truthful boy. The man then paused for a moment. "What's your name, boy?" he asked. "Ramu," the boy replied. "Do you go to school?" the man asked. Ramu shook his head. "No, sir, I have to work," he explained. He meant he could not go to school because he needed to earn money for his family. The man looked thoughtful. He seemed to be thinking deeply. "Can I ask you something?" he asked Ramu. Ramu nodded his head again, waiting. "If you could learn anything at all, what would you learn?" the man asked. This was a big question. Ramu thought for a long moment. He did not answer quickly. Then he looked up at the man and said, "English." "Why English?" the man asked. He was curious about Ramu's answer. Ramu explained his reason. "Because when I hear people speak English, they sound confident." "This means they sound sure of themselves, not afraid. They get better jobs. People respect them. I want that too." Ramu wanted to feel confident and get respect like them. The man's eyes softened. He looked at Ramu with much understanding and kindness. He took out a pen from his pocket. He found a biscuit wrapper, a paper from a cookie, and wrote something on the back of it. "Go to this place tomorrow after work," he said. He handed the small paper to Ramu. "Say I sent you." Ramu looked at the address written on the wrapper. It was for a small coaching centre. A coaching centre is a place where people go to get extra classes or learn specific skills. This one was in the next town, not in his village. The next evening, Ramu asked his mother for permission. His mother agreed. So after he finished his work, Ramu started walking. He walked for 2 hours to reach the coaching centre. When he arrived, he showed the note to the receptionist. The receptionist is the person who works at the front desk. She smiled at Ramu. "You're the boy Mr. Dev told us about," she said. So the old man's name was Mr. Dev. From that day forward, Ramu attended evening English classes. The classes were free for him. This was a great gift from Mr. Dev. Every day, Ramu would repair shoes until 5 p.m. Then he would walk to his English class. He learned slowly. He did not learn fast, but he learned steadily. This means he learned bit by bit, always making progress. He practiced words like polish, to make shiny, repair, to fix, customer, a person who buys something, and honesty, being truthful. He learned to make simple sentences. I fix shoes. I respect my customers. I want to learn English. He had a notebook now, given to him by the coaching centre. He wrote new words in this notebook. Mend. This means to fix something, like clothes or shoes. It's similar to repair. Accept. To take something that is offered to you. Offer. To give something or to make something available. Speak. To talk. To say words. Learn. To get knowledge or a skill. Ramu repeated these new words aloud while he walked to and from work and class. He also tried to use them when he talked to his customers. "Sir, I will repair and polish both," he would say. "Madame, please wait 5 minutes," he would say politely. Sometimes people in the market laughed at his accent. An accent is the way a person pronounces words. Ramu's accent was not perfect. Sometimes customers corrected his English. They told him the right way to say something, but Ramu did not feel sad or stop. He never stopped trying to learn and speak. 1 year passed. Ramu's English improved a lot. It was not perfect, no, but it was good enough to help tourists. Tourists are people who travel from another place, often another country. These tourists sometimes pass through his village. One day, a foreign traveller came to Ramu. This traveller had a torn sandal. A sandal is a type of shoe. "Hello," the man said to Ramu. "Can you fix this?" "Yes, sir," Ramu replied clearly in English. "Please sit. I will do it quickly." The tourist looked very surprised. "Your English is good," he exclaimed. Ramu smiled. He felt happy. "I'm learning every day," he told the tourist. The man asked Ramu more questions. Ramu answered all of them in English. He talked about his work, his village, and his dreams. Later, the man took a picture of Ramu with his phone. He posted the picture online, on the internet. He wrote a caption under the photo. A caption is a short text that explains a picture. The caption said, "The shoe boy who spoke English better than expected." The photo became very popular. It went viral. This means many people saw it and shared it online. Many people wanted to help Ramu. Money was collected for him. People sent donations. A few weeks later, a local news team came to his village. A news team is a group of people who report stories for TV or newspapers. They came to interview him. To interview means to ask someone questions for a report. "How did you learn English?" they asked Ramu. "One word at a time," Ramu answered simply, with honesty and hope. The old man, Mr. Dev, heard the news. He returned to visit Ramu in the village. He brought Ramu a special gift. It was a new pair of shoes for Ramu's own feet, and a book. The book was titled Stories in Simple English. "This book is for your next journey," Mr. Dev said to Ramu. He meant it was for Ramu's future learning. Keep learning and teach others too. Today, Ramu still repairs shoes in the village market. That is still his job. But now he also teaches basic English. He teaches street children in his village. He does not have a classroom. He teaches them under a big tree. He has one small whiteboard for writing words. And he has many dreams for the children and for himself. Because of one kind person, Mr. Dev, who believed in him, Ramu began to believe in himself. And that belief changed everything. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening with your heart. This story is not just about English words. It's about understanding life, emotions, and people. Let's look at some useful phrases, daily verbs, and idioms we learnt today. Useful phrases from day 6. It's not what you say, it's what you do. This means that actions are more important than words. What you actually do matters more than what you promise or talk about. For example, Ramu showed his honesty by giving back the extra money, not just saying he was honest. A little kindness goes a long way. This phrase means that even a small act of kindness, like Mr. Dev helping Ramu, can have a very big and positive effect. It can change lives. He fixed more than shoes, he fixed hearts. This is a poetic phrase. It means Ramu did not just mend shoes, he also brought hope and helped people feel better. The stranger's note helped Mira's heart, and Mr. Dev helped Ramu's heart. Daily you say verbs. These are action words you can use every day. Mend. To fix something that is broken or damaged, especially fabric or shoes. Example, can you mend my shirt? Offer. To present something for someone to accept or reject. Example, I will offer you a cup of tea. Accept. To take something that is offered to you. Example, did you accept the gift? Wait. To stay in a place until something happens or someone arrives. Example, please wait for me here. Repair. To fix something that is broken or damaged. Example, I need to repair my bicycle. Smile. To make a happy expression on your face by turning up the corners of your mouth. Example, she always smiles when she sees her friends. Bow. to bend your head or body forward as a sign of respect or greeting. Example, the actors bowed to the audience. Whisper, to speak very, very softly, often so only one person can hear. Example, he whispered a secret to his friend. Walk, to move on your feet, putting one foot in front of the other. Example, I walk to work every day. Learn, to gain knowledge or skill. Example, I want to learn to play the guitar. Teach, to give knowledge or instruction to someone. Example, she teaches math at the school. Speak, to talk or say words. Example, can you speak louder? Try making your own sentences with these verbs. Speak them aloud, write them down, use them in real life. That's how you truly learn English. Idioms and expressions. Idioms are phrases where the meaning is not obvious from the individual words. To walk in someone else's shoes. This idiom means to imagine what it would be like to be in another person's situation, or to experience what they are experiencing. It helps you understand them better. Example, before you judge, try to walk in someone else's shoes. On the edge of tears. This expression means someone is very close to crying. They feel very sad or emotional. Example, she was on the edge of tears after hearing the news. Behind every scar, there's a story. This is a powerful expression. A scar is a mark left on the skin after a wound heals. This phrase means that every difficult or painful experience, represented by a scar, has a deeper meaning or a lesson behind it. Example, his old house was filled with memories. Behind every scar, there's a story. Try using these idioms and expressions in your own sentences today. Think about how they apply to the story of Ramu, or to your own life. Come back tomorrow for day 7. One more beautiful day, one more story, one more chance to grow. Until then, speak with courage and remember, words build bridges, and you are the architect.